Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into tonight's episode, can you do me a massive favour? Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment in the comment section. And just wanted to really touch base with everyone. Big weekend coming up, cup final. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and we'll just have a chill one. We'll just have a chilled one, to be honest, guys. We'll go through some. I will go through your comments as we get more into the podcast. Hopefully. Touchwood, Jay will be joining us around about 7:30. So yeah, Blues, apologies as well for not coming on Tuesday night. So at the last minute on Tuesday morning, I decided to go to the game on Tuesday night. And it's one of them, and it's like that. These times don't come round very often. And my pal kind of didn't persuade me, but he kind of reaffirmed to me that look, you kind of need to get down now, especially when the guy was sent 1,600 extra tickets. So yeah, really glad I went. I had a good drink as well. To be fair, I had a really good time down there. We'll get into the game in a bit as well. We'll look forward to this weekend's game, the final against Peterborough as well. And we've got a few other little bits and bobs we'll go through. Let me just, before I get the tabs open, there's a few things I want to show you guys. You're right, Keith. I just want to just check who's in the building. You're right, Lee Burke. Robert's in the build. You're right, Emza. How are you, mate? I wonder what the Blues pre-match show is. It all sounds very exciting. God, I hope we win tomorrow. Yeah, I'll keep saying tomorrow. It's Sunday, innit? Yeah, well, no, mate. It's like my pal said to me last week. Before the game, he said, "I'm not that arsed if we don't win." And I get it. It's not like a playoff final where you'd be absolutely devastated if you never won. Like a playoff final. But I still want to win this game. It'd be not devastating, but it'd be fucking. It'd put a right fucking dampener on it, wouldn't it, if we didn't win it? But look, man, I think we'll be all right. We'll get into it as well. We'll get into Sunday's game. You're right, Robert. Hi, Nick. It's going to be a great day for us. Keep right on, Blues fans. Enjoy your day at Wembley. Yeah, anyone who's doing anything kind of out of the ordinary, let us know in the comments. How are you getting down there and stuff like that. You're right, Stu Leonard. How are you, brother? Hi, Susan. Yeah, you're right, Sade. How are you? I don't think you're going, are you, Sade? If I remember correctly, I thought the same. Emsa, can't wait to see tomorrow. So, yeah, man. I mean, potentially, is it banana skin? Listen, I feel a lot more confident than I did probably a week, 10 days ago. Not just because we beat him. I don't know. I just can't see us losing. I just can't see us losing, to be honest. You're right, Blue Shadow. Hi, Nick and all the Blue Noses. Can only stay on for a bit, but hope you're all well. Yeah, nice one, Blue Shadow. Hope you're well. Where are you watching the game on Sunday evening? All I trust you're all very well and happy, especially after Tuesday night. Yeah, buzzing after Tuesday night. Dunk's in the building. I'm just going to go through a few more comments, guys. Then we're going to open a few tabs. So, Stand for the Truth says that if we can win our last 4 league games, we will beat the 71-72 record in the old third division for most games won in a season. Nice one. The holders being those on the other side of the. Oh, is it Villa? Oh, wow. Let me just scan down. Paul, how are you, Paul? Paul's in the building. How did your OSC meeting go, mate? The Starbridge one. Hi, Nick, and all in the chat. So looking forward to this weekend. Yeah, well, I think everyone's just fucking. I just can't wait for it to come around now. I just want to get down to London and get the party started. You know what I mean? Like the pal who's driving down, he's just rang me, and his car's only packed up. Well, it ain't packed up. It's en route to pack up. Basically, he's had to have the RAC out, and they've quoted him something ridiculous. So there's a change of driver for tomorrow. We're going down there at 2 o'clock. We are. Obviously, you all know that we've got a gaff, a 4-bedroom house booked for the Saturday and Sunday night. So yeah, man. You're right, Graham. I'm here. Nick driving my bus. Yeah, nice one, Graham. So man. You're right, Raz. Great season. Yeah, we're going to talk about the season and all that now. Let me just start that. You're right, Jerry. How are you? Jerry just sneaked in. How are you, Jerry? You're obviously going in, Jerry. Right, let me start that. Yeah, and let's just open some tabs, man. Let's get this Sofa Score one open. I mean, did Peterborough kind of? No, I don't want that one actually. Stop sharing that. We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. 1 second, guys. Hopefully, Jay will be on in a bit. I mean, we're just gonna have a chilled one. Let's share the screen. Okay. I mean, 8 changes, man. Do you know what I mean? 8 changes. I said, didn't I, after the Barnsley game, which was the last time I'd done a podcast, that it would make 2 changes. I said Ethan Laird and Keishy Anderson would come in for, would drop out, sorry. You know, it's kind of like being rested up. So, yeah, really good results. 2-1 to Blues. Let's have a quick look. We're not going to go majorly into Tuesday night's game, guys, because I know there's a lot of people who've done their own podcasts on it. So, yeah, 4-2-3-1. We've seen Bielik come in. I thought I had an excellent game. Let me know what you thought of Bielik's performance. I thought he played really well, guys. So we've seen Bielik and Clara, Cochrane left back, obviously Ryan Allsop in goal. Alphonse Samstead came in on the in for Ethan Laird. Done okay, picking up a 6.4. He's just not Ethan Laird though, is he? But he's definitely a good backup. But it's good for him to get minutes. He come off in the second half. Iwata and Mark Leonard in the 60s. I thought Mark Leonard played really well, to be honest, guys. I think we're starting to see now he's getting a little bits of game time here and there. I think he's going to be a really good signing, getting an assist as well. Do you know what I mean? And then we've seen the 3 behind the striker, Tyler Gardner-Hickman on the left. You know, this is a guy what came through the ranks as a right back. You know, I thought he had a really good game, getting a goal, getting our second goal. Sorry, getting man of the match as an 8.1. Really good. You know, to fill in on the left for a defensive player, just done really well. Luke Harris in the 10 spot. I thought Luke Harris had a good game. My opinion on Luke Harris is starting to change. I mean, sometimes we forget how young Luke Harris is. He walked past, because I was on the side, but I was. I weren't behind the goal. He walked past us when he got took off. And he's absolutely tiny. He looks so young. But yeah, I thought he played all right. He played all right last week as well. Took his goal really well. Then we've seen Williamson out on the right, which I know a lot of Blues fans are not happy with that, with him out on the right. You know, if he's going to play, it says as 10, but he's again picking up a 6.4. Wasn't that impressive with him, guys. I don't know what's going on with him, to be honest. You know, I'm not here to kind of like slag him off or anything, but yeah. Anyway, we rested players. Alfie May started up top, number 9. You know, getting the first goal, took it really well with his head, and yeah, man, buzzing, got the job done. I mean, the match momentum here, usually, if you see it here on the left, guys, it's usually rocking with just, you know, like at the bottom here, where it's usually right down the bottom there, where we're absolutely dominating games. But I think there were 6 changes in total. 6 changes in total. And we get back to a full-strength team. I think, for me, we will look at a lineup actually in a bit, guys. Just drop that out. We'll look at a lineup for Sunday, and we'll go through a few other bits as well. Amazon documentary, buzzing when I heard that. Absolutely buzzing. We're going to read the article actually. Yeah, you're right, John. How are you, mate? I'll see you Sunday, John, at the thingy. the Green Man. Evening, everyone. Yeah, right, you well, John. Got to watch it on TV first. But are you not going, Emza? No way. How come you're not going then? You're right, Susan. Yes, Brummy's owner. How are you, brother? I'm at work digging holes in the desert. Fucking 36 degrees. I tell you what, mate, it's a fucking warm one here today. 21 degrees. Big Dunk, are you going? You're not going tomorrow, are you, Dunk? Oh, everyone can't wait for Sunday. We'll go through a few comments and then we'll look at a few bits, guys. Nah, not going Sadie. I'm a bit nervy though. Hard to lose that old Blues mentality. Yeah, it is. I don't know why. I just feel a lot more confident. I don't know whether it's because we beat them on Tuesday. All the little bits I've been reading today and watching on YouTube and stuff like that. Everything just points to a Blues victory, don't it? Do you know what I mean? And the rebar for fucking Blues. That's the one for me. You know, straight back up. First time of asking. You know, yeah, same Dunk. You know, everyone was saying we was in for a shock. I know the amount of money we spent, but we still got to go out there week in and week out and get that consistency. Do you know what I mean? And we've done it. You're right, John. Hi, all the Blue Noses. All the Blue Noses. Evening, Nick. Looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, man. Game not sure at the moment. Things going wrong at the moment. Okay. I hope you're all right anyway. Bab. 55 in the chat, 19 likes. Yeah, so there's 60 people watching, guys. If you can, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. We're just having a chilled one tonight. I just wanted to touch base with you all, really, because I didn't come on after the Peterborough game on Tuesday. Obviously, I went there, stayed down there. I did. Didn't want to risk driving back. Going to be a good match Sunday. John's saying, yeah, I think so, John. I think there'll be goals, mate. They're pretty quick going forward. The lads are going to have to be on it. Yeah, in fact, John, that reminds me, I did kind of note it down. Sometimes it's very rare I note things down, but I just thought I would note things down. And when I note things down, I end up getting a little bit nervous and trying to go to the notes instead of just rolling with the fucking stream. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about their front line, guys. 1 second. What did everyone think of their front four? Because like you, John, I think there'll be goals, mate. I think there'll be goals on Sunday. Their front four, I thought looked okay, even though apart from that Mothersville, yeah. I didn't think he had a good game, picking up a 6.0, according to SofaScore. But he's a decent player. Has been scoring goals. Now this number 10, Ado. We'll call him that. I don't know how you pronounce it. I thought looked really good. And I mean, it is his heat map, but he looked really dangerous when he got the ball running at defenders. So he would have been up against Samstead. You know, he looked really dangerous, cutting inside. And your man Poku just looked head and shoulders above anyone in that Peterborough team. Do you know what I mean? What did everyone make of his celebration as well, guys? Because my pal actually said when he scored, he come right in front of us, and I didn't see him do the handshake thing, not the prayer thing. I just seen him point to his name on the back of his shirt. But my pal obviously seen him doing the prayer finger, and he said he's coming to us. And I just went, nah, don't be stupid. There is rumours about Poku. I mean, let's have a look at him, man. He's only a young kid, you know, this Poku. Kwame Poku. He's had an absolute stormer for I mean, would everyone be being on the right wing as well? Would everyone be buzzing if we signed this guy? He's a free transfer as well in August. But apparently there will be some I don't know if you call them add-ons or what. but we're not going to just basically get him for nothing. So yeah, he's had a great season. Let's have a look at his stats. This season, he's played 24 games. He has been, I mean, as you can see on his heat map, you know, he's a winger scoring goals. That would be ideal for us, I'm telling you now. 24 matches. He's got 12 goals, 8 assists, getting a average rating by Sofa Score as a 7.26, which is really high. Do you know what I mean, guys? I should have really done this. So he's left-footed. So again, you know, it kind of fits into that profile of the wingers cutting inside. So he hasn't played on the right hand. He hasn't played on the left hand side. Sorry, this season. So he's predominantly on the right hand side, cutting inside, scoring goals, getting assists. Yeah, he'd be someone I'd be really interested in. Let me know in the comments. Also, as well, guys, like, is there any players this season who you've seen in League One and in the Championship, maybe you've seen this season that you think, do you know what, we could do with him, or he could do a job for Blues? Because there's going to be a lot of transfer rumours now. Do you know what I mean? It's going to start coming. I know for that poker would definitely have. There's a couple of others as well. So if you've seen any decent players and you think they'd fit, I mean, we definitely need wingers. Definitely need wingers. Okay, Mansfield wanted to. Is it sold out already, Emza? I wanted to take my goddaughter, but she ain't been there for that many games. Oh, okay, yeah, because Fingy, yeah, you have to have been to a few games, innit? It's our last game. We'll look at the fixtures in a bit as well, guys. 5-1 Dunk's going for. I definitely think there'll be goals, Dunk. You heard it here first. I'll be buzzing with that, mate. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Emza, some people are going to be a little bit disappointed for the last game, but maybe just get to a couple of games next season. Okay, so the OSC was decent, Paul. Bumped into a couple of lightly lads. Yeah, because that's how I found out there was a meeting. Jay and Woody. Okay, sound. What's everyone think of them OSC groups anyway? I mean, they were a good base idea. I think the only negatives, and I said to you, didn't I, Paul, is that it can cause a little bit of division in the fan base. Yeah, love the confidence, Dunk. So she's 16. Emma's the same. John saying Poku is our player next season. Did you notice? Yeah, this is what I was just saying, John. So he done, like, for people that don't know, he celebrated like that, went pointed to his name, and then went like that. So yeah, man, let's hope, because he'd be ideal on that right wing. Scores goals, gets assists. So Buzzy. Jerry, yes, Nick, I'm in block 537 behind the goals. Okay, brother. Is that in the gods? You're high up. We're in the middle level. Not sure what block it is. Yeah. So well, they are, a few of their defenders are out in the M's at. Listen, man. We get Ben Davies back in defence as well, and we just try and shut their attack up. I thought they looked okay going forward. Do you know what I mean? I thought they looked okay. We're gonna. Yes, Chris, how are you, mate? Ain't able to watch. Nick will watch later. Have a good stream, everyone. Nice one, Chris. Same, man. Start Harris over WW. Yeah, we're going to look at a lineup in a minute from his owner. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll anyone disagrees with it or anything like that, then just let me know in the comments. I want to read an article in a minute as well. So it's a little bit all over the gaff, guys. I've done no real preparation. Just thought I'd touch base with you, really. All the fringe players are coming on well. Yeah, this is nice to see as well. It has like made 6 changes. I mean, I knew he'd make a couple, but making 6 and hardly noticing. Do you know what I mean? Against a decent Peterborough side, let's be honest. Yeah, the front 4 is probably one of the best front 4s in the league. So, yeah, they've done well, mate. And this is the thing as well, like how I think Chris Davis has balanced the squad. Do you know what I mean? He's balanced the squad really well in terms of giving them game time, making everyone feel involved and not on the sidelines. So, yeah, it's a good point, man. Williamson has been awful recently. Maybe he will come good in the big game. I think he will go TGH, Dowell and Keshi. I think he will go TGH, Dowell and Keshi. Oh, okay, behind the striker, Emza. So TGH on the left, Dowell in the 10, Keshi on the right. Yeah, well, we're going to look at Jay's in the build. I'm going to bring Jay on in a minute, guys. We'll look at a team in a minute and see what you think, Emza. It's partly the team I've put together. It's partly what I think he'll do and what I'll probably do. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Williamson, man. Done really well. Don't think he has any, Harris. I think he's really lively. You know, he presses from the front. He's quite tricky. A couple of other things I noticed as well. And I don't know whether it was just me, but Stansfield seems to have beefed up a little bit. And also Pike. Do you know what I mean? So it looks like they've been in the gym, which is a good thing, man, because, you know, it's physical as well in the Championship. I've gave my ticket to someone else who deserves it. Oh, nice one, Dunk. Yeah, fair play to you, brother. Emma's saying I had to get tickets on General Sailors. My mate, who I was going to go with, ain't been the games I have. I don't really have the Blue Nose pals to go up with. Yeah. Maybe like I was just talking about the OSC. Emzo getting involved with one of them, because that's what I think the main. The big plus about them things is, like, you know, if you haven't got many people to go to the game with, you can all go as or you can, you know, link up like them meetings Paul went to. The meeting Paul went to. We'll talk to Jay actually about that and get to start getting to the games. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a bit of a noise, isn't it? Because I drove down to Peterborough on my own. I did. I met Daz and Shay down there, but yeah, maybe get involved with them OSCs. Well, let me just start that. Well, let's bring the big man on. How are you, Jay?
As we journey on, we will sing this song for the boys in royal blue. Right, son.
Yeah, man. How are you, Jay?
How mate, you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. So, we was just talking a little bit about the game on Tuesday night, and I want kind of your opinion on where does that kind of rank in terms of like memories, Jay, for Blues. You know, is that going to go down as one of because the scenes at the end were amazing, weren't they? You know, they went on for about half an hour.
I was laughing because the longer it was going on, there was no Peterborough fans left. We just had the whole stadium to ourselves at one point. It was, oh, mate, it was brilliant, mate. Memories, though, mate, you know what I mean? It's a good way to end the season, how it started, like, do you know what I mean, in terms of getting relegated. It was, oh, mate, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
I've just thought I never had a chance to see you, mate, because you was there as well, weren't you? I think you was the only one I didn't see.
Yeah. I've seen the picture, actually. So there was a load of you sat. I don't know, was that accidental, you and Blues Focus? and
No, that was where the seats was. Honestly, honestly, he couldn't reach it, mate. It was, it was mad. Absolute madness. But yeah, the atmosphere was brilliant, wasn't he?
Brilliant, mate. Just happy birthday to Brummie's owner's son, 12th birthday today. buzzing for Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Starts at 7 a.m. man. Yeah, so we are just watching for him. A nice one. Happy birthday to your son, Brummy's owner. So what? So you was behind the goal then, weren't you, John?
Yeah. I didn't think it was like our best game, but same again. You know, if you're not playing your best and you're still winning games, it's a sign of a good squad in my eyes. You're not playing the best and you're still getting the job done. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got the job done. Super Davis again, mate. I thought he spoke fantastic. I loved how he was with the players and stuff as well. Like how he was saying, you know, enjoy it tonight, you earned it and stuff. I thought that was brilliant. And I really liked his press conference as well that he'd done for the game coming up. That he likes being under pressure. Like I think that's really good. He likes the pressure.
Yeah. There was I thought his press conference at the end, the team huddle as well at the end was really good. You know, I've never seen. I can't recall a more togetherness team since I've been going down the Blues anyway. And like we always mention, it's that hitting that reset button.
Where would you compare it, Nick? In that question you asked me in terms of history, like how would you rank it? Like,
I think it's got to be up there. It's got to be up there. Like, I was thinking about this because obviously I was going to ask you this, you know, the same question, and like the two finals in the 90s, Tranmere and Carlisle were really special. But I was younger then. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. I think as you get older, you're a bit more thingy to them. But yeah, it was a great night, mate. Really enjoyed it. Really pleased that I chose to go in the end. You know, because we done a stream, didn't we? We done a phone in last week, and I wasn't going, was I, Joe?
Nah.
So yeah, I kind of like woke up on the. You're right, Calvo, are you, mate? I woke up on the Tuesday, and then I just got that buzz, that kind of calling that I needed to be there because, like my mate said, you know, these times don't come around very often. And it is, man. Like I remember at the start of the season saying to you that this season's going to be one we kind of remember. Do you know what I mean? And I think, I think Tuesday night was one of them times, Joe.
Do you know what I'm really looking forward to now, though? Like how he's going to be in the Championship. I'm really looking forward to this, especially when he was saying he likes being under pressure and stuff like that. And it's going to be interesting. This is. I think he's going to do a really good job.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm just looking forward to how we recruit as well for the Championship because I think there's going to be some surprises. I think we're going to go really big in certain areas. Yeah. I do, Jay.
I mean, look at the surprises we had this season with signings and stuff. You know, I mean, we've had like Champions League players and stuff, and Bundesliga players, you know, dropping down leagues to come to Blues in League One. Well, not anymore because we're in the Championship.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and they were surprises, and half of them we didn't even know. Like Chris Davis was a point, we didn't even know who he was, did we? So yeah, the Blues in that respect, it's been nice surprises. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in the Championship and who he's going to bring in.
Yeah. And like Carl said, we've done it with 6 games left, you know, which is amazing. Carl, do you know what I said at the start of the season? I'll just be happy to get out of this league, whether it by playoffs, automatics or whatever. Yeah. So it's kind of blew me away. And I think as well, definitely since this Shrewsbury game, we've improved in our style of play. I think we've seen Chris Davis. I don't know if you agree with this, Joe. I think we've seen Chris Davis adapt to different opponents' style of play, tweaks here and there. You know, that working on that long ball from Ryan Alsop to Ethan Laird, just little things. Do you know what I mean? Which have thrown some of our opponents and give us a massive kind of
But it ain't so much that, mate. It's like Chris Davis, mate. Like, I'm not really observant. Probably not so much when I'm at the games like you. Like when you have a chance to watch it on get my words out. Observe the game better. Yeah. You watch Chris Davis, mate. If you watch him on telly, he's on the sideline constantly, He's looking at ways, to get the team to play a certain way to create chances. Like if it doesn't go his way, the first half, he's in the dressing room. He's obviously telling them certain stuff. But like every time the ball goes out, mate, if you watch him, like, and this is another good thing with Blues investing in that, like with all the coaching development stuff. Obviously, Chris Davis has been a coach for like half of his career as well, which is a massive indicator of why he's going to be successful. Like anyway. But like every time the ball goes out, mate, he's always on his tablet and stuff. He's looking at stuff. He's looking at like replays and stuff. And
100%, mate.
I can analysing stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? So like he's definitely like even in the game, he's doing his homework, and that's what the team talks at half time and stuff. Like, and I rate him for that. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, because the amount of times there's been a handful of times where we've been poor in the first half. And I've said to the lads at the game, I said, Chris Davis is going to give him a right bollocking at half time. And he alters, he makes changes or alters the tactics, and it's a completely different second half. Do you know what I mean? I was trying to get in touch with you, if that's Neil, to come on tonight, mate. I sent you a thingy on Facebook. So if you're watching, you want to come on, let me know.
Come on, Neil.
Yeah, come on, man. Stady saying, I noticed a few people missed the last train back on Tuesday. Poku was sending a message where's talks has happened, or he wants Blues to look at him. It looked that way, Sade. Definitely looked that way. Well, I drove down there, I did, Sade, so I weren't going to risk driving back. I'd done a few beers, so I managed to get somewhere to stay for the night. It was a decent little gaff as well on booking.com. So what was the crack with you, Jay? How did you get down there, and talk me through your day?
I'm going down with my dad, but he's down there for a few nights. I'm only there for 2, so
I mean, going about Tuesday. Sorry. What was it? Yeah.
Woody's been golden now this year, mate. Like he's obviously sponsored my channel and stuff. And he lives by me as well, he lives around the corner. Like, so that's like a massive help as well. Like, and he'll drive. Obviously, like, I like having a drink at the Blues and stuff. But yeah, like he's been surprising me like, with a couple of tickets and stuff. He's been golden in that respect. And I've just gave him fuel money and stuff on that, like, So it's been brilliant, mate. So he drove. He drove to Peterborough and stuff, and it's just more memories, mate. Like, we made so many memories.
Yeah.
Mate, I'll tell you what, right? I've never laughed so much in my life. There's been so many like funny moments and that, like even on the streams and stuff as well. Like it's been brilliant, mate.
Yeah. We've had some good cracks on stream, ain't we?
Yeah, man.
As well. Yeah, it's been a good season, man, and a season where. We're gonna look at the Prime documentary. I want to read an article. What do you think about the Amazon Prime documentary, Joe? When you first heard that, I mean, there has been talk, sort of, since the owners come in about doing a documentary. So it was confirmed. Just for anyone that don't know, there will be a documentary, Amazon Prime documentary. The teams what have done one before are Arsenal, All or Nothing, Man City, All or Nothing, and Leeds Take Us Home. Really good documentary, sort of like 6, 7, 8 episodes. So Blues have confirmed that Amazon Prime, directed by Stephen Knight, who done Peaky Blinders. Really looking forward to it. What was your thoughts on that, mate?
Excited. Fantastic. More eyes on Blues again. And what I really like about it as well is it's not only about Blues, it's available in 200 countries as well.
Yeah.
Blues are going global soon.
Yeah, because them documentaries, I love them documentaries. I watched all the ones what I've just mentioned, and it's such the way they put them together is it's a proper storytelling. And then you throw Stephen Knight in with it. It's going to be something it's going to be amazing. I think comes out this summer.
Yeah, it's more revenue. Like the amount of views it's going to get as well. Every view, it's money, like, so it's going to, and a lot of these people, like, I mean, we've already been slated about how much we've been spending. Not that we care, by the way, But
yeah.
all this is going to be pumped into the club, and it's going to allow us to spend even more money. So bring it on.
Yeah. And again, it's getting more eyes on us. Do you know what I mean, Jay?
Definitely.
Yeah, scary.
Spend a lot on this season.
Yeah. I think we'll spend a decent amount. Like we said, I think we bring in 5-6 players this summer. Yeah, man. Like listen, mate. They're in it to get us to the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? And that's where we belong, really. If you look at the likes of like Brighton, Bournemouth, teams like that, Crystal Palace, teams that have been in the Premier League for a while now, then why can't we do it with these ambitious owners? Do you know what I mean, Jack?
Yeah. No, I agree, mate.
Yeah, and reverse wing over said it's scary to imagine where we might be if we got relegated under the previous owners. Can you imagine that, brother?
No, mate. I watched TalkSport this morning. I weren't sure if it was from yesterday's or if it was early this morning, but it was Troy Deeney in his Blues top talking to Gabby. Have you watched it?
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, it was brilliant, mate.
Yeah. And to top it off as well, they lost as well, didn't they, Jay? 3-1.
Yeah, superb, mate.
Okay, some side, mate. Them that PSG, that looks absolutely class. That's what I'm going for. Keith, 3-2. I think 3-2 on Sunday. I think there'll be goals. What are you saying, Jay, for Sunday scoreline? You right, Ali?
You know what? I'm gonna do a Lee Burke. I am, mate.
4-1.
It's
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I am.
Yeah. Definitely goals, and I think they score though. I think they score, mate. So Blue Tube saying a repeat from Tuesday would do me just fine, but I still believe it will be a high scoring game. This one, 3-2 as well. Blue Tube's going for. I hope you well anyway, Blue Tube.
I'm just
16th.
I'm just going to send him a link.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Remza, like what I'm saying is they're front four. They can score goals. They've been shocking in defence. Do you know what I mean? But they're still dangerous. They look dangerous on the attack. But like I say, a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking this could be a banana skin. Do you know what I mean? Coming this weekend, sorry. After what I've seen on Tuesday, and the confidence and the belief in this bunch of players that I think we get the job done. Yeah, a few teams are after him. Lee, Poku. What do you think of him, Jay? Looked really lively, I thought.
Yeah. Get him.
Yeah, man. Because they turned a 6 million. Yes, Neil's here. Let me just get Neil.
But just quickly on the game, that's not like an arrogant log 4-1. That's just like, football. Anything can happen, obviously. But I'm just being biased because obviously we're Blues fans at the end of the day. It's a Blues channel. But yeah, I'm going to go 4-1, mate.
4-1. Lovely. You're right, Neil. How are you, mate?
How are you, gents? Thanks for having me again. Sorry I'm late as usual.
Don't worry, mate.
I've had massive computer issues as well tonight. I'm actually working off the phone. I tripped over the charger and just pulled the wire out completely. So if you see wobbling around a bit, it's on this dodgy Temu tripod. How are we both? You okay?
Yeah. Good.
Are you doing anything special over the weekend by any chance?
Yeah, getting pissed.
We've got to meet up, boys.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. I'm going to the Green Man. I am. Jay, is there any way?
You said look out for that, actually.
Yeah. You know what? Altering these 3 cameras, Jay. You know the way you do it.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, bear with me.
Yeah, Green Man, Neil. So apparently it's quite a big booze with a massive garden and stuff. It's allocated to us. I know we've got kind of like fan parks in and around the ground. Sorry. So yeah, I'll be there. I know there's a lot of Blues fans who I know what are going down there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What time are you going to be there? Just most of the day?
Yeah, the most of the day, mate. So we go down. We'll be down in London tomorrow by about 4 o'clock. And we're on Wembley Way, mate. So we'll be out early doors. Don't really want to have too many drinks on the Saturday night, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, because the thing is, I done it against. Do you remember we played Bristol City one of the last games of the season, and Shay Adams scored. It was a relegation. We needed to win basically, and so the game was on a Sunday. We went down there on a Saturday. It was fancy dress as well, and I had two. Yeah, that's it. Nice one, Joe. Oh, I had too many drinks, man, and I woke up on the Sunday. Oh God, it was horrible.
Just don't want to do anything, do you?
Yeah. I just really regretted it, man. So yeah, so there's 106 people watching, guys. If you've just joined, do me a massive favour, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. So I'll come to you then, Neil. So, what did you think of Tuesday night, mate? And we just surprised the amount of changes you made.
Yeah, I was really, because but I was glad that he made those changes, because we were talking, weren't we? Usually Chris Davies would just play his strongest team, wouldn't he? But it was nice to rest some of the I don't want to label the like the higher sort of valued players, but he wasn't he? And then we gave them a little run out, and I think they didn't really know what to make of us. But you know what? With our second string that we started with, I thought we still did really well, didn't we, against them? So that was pleasing. Sunday we'll just start with our usual 11, I think, and hopefully, just in my head, we're going to dominate from the start and hopefully score a few. And I'm going with that.
Hopefully we'll tire them out, because I think that'll be their weakness, because they're really good up front, like Nick was saying. But the crap
they take the chances well, don't they?
Yeah. You got to give credit to them. You know, they ain't now mugs in front of goal, but they're not very good at defending. So I mean, our best bet is if we can just play it round them a bit, just get them running all over the place and tiring them out. And I think that's when we'll come to life more. A bit like, I reckon it could be like a bit like a Barnsley, where like not many goals first half. Barnsley was giving it as much as we was giving it them, you know, and but then, you know, like second half they was tired and we was just, well, obviously we hammered them 6-2, so it could be like that, couldn't it? Like, so yeah.
I hope so, because I don't want to. I'd like to think that we've achieved what we set out for now, and this is a bonus. That I want them to just go out and enjoy the game now. Actually enjoy their football and put a bit of a show on. Really, that's what I'm hoping for. If we get a bit of an exhibition, and I'd love us to score a few, because I think we're capable of it. We saw that last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
What about the size of I've seen a few comments on. I can't think whether it's online
as well, isn't it? That's Ben.
yeah, right, Ben. How are you, mate? But Ben's actually saying as well about was it Ben who said it? Kone as well. Kone from Wickham would be an interesting buy. So is Kone a winger, or is he an out striker? I can't think. I know he's scored a few goals this season. But yeah, he'd be definitely a player I'd be interested in for next season.
Sure, he's a striker, isn't he?
Striker, isn't he? Yeah. It's so I was getting him mixed up with.
He's a striker. I think he has played. Has he played on the wing? He hasn't he, in the past?
I think he's played as a 10 or
I know where he can play, like on the.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Yeah.
But he knows where the net is, doesn't he? So if we could get someone like that. But you know what? I'd like to think that we're targeting even better.
This is what I was saying.
I've got a question for you too, right? And obviously, like, emotions were high and that, you know, it was really emotional. But there was one player that I was really, really looking at, like, and I don't know if I was like overthinking it or like a little bit sad in a way, because obviously we've spoke about this before, and I want Alfie May to obviously stay at Blues and stuff, and I think he'll be all right in the Championship. I know we've had comments like, you know, this is just people's opinions, thinking, you know, is he going to be all right in the Championship and that, like, and you know, just the way that like he was celebrating and stuff, like, and you know, the champagne bottles and that, and I was just thinking, I hope he's here next season, like.
I want
When he
to give him a season. I want to give him a season in the Championship. One, because I think he deserves to play in the Championship.
Yeah.
And two, I think he could do a job for us, to be honest with you. He's really finding his form again, isn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of second that, man. I was a little bit worried about him going through that dry spell recently,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we said, didn't we, guys? Like, he only needs that one goal and he'll back up
Yeah.
and firing, and he's done that. So he was absolutely over the moon after the game. You know, his little interview at the end. He looked a really good character to have in the dressing room, and
He was the first one to swig the bottle, weren't he?
yeah.
As soon as that champagne opened, mate, I got it on my vlog when I was filming it. Like, he was swigging the bottle.
Yeah.
I zoomed in and I was pissing myself laughing. I was like, "Go on, Alfie, son." Well, yeah, like,
Yeah.
he's a right character though. But like, I think it was when he was playing Wigan at the start of the season. Like, and you could hear him where I was sitting. I think it was like block 36 in the copper. I was like right at the front in the safe standing bit, and you can actually hear him like chasing one of their players, abusing him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. He was saying it constantly. I was like, bloody hell, man, I like him already. Like, proper wind-up merchant. Like,
Yeah.
but, like, I just hope he has another season or two with us, you know. But yeah, I was really looking at him. I was just thinking, so now that a few of us have got our own opinions and stuff on that, and will he be cut out for the Championship? But I really think he will.
Good. Yeah, I'd like to at least give him a go.
Yeah, let's give him a go. Do you know what I mean? I think he's deserved it. I mean, look at his goal scoring record previous to him coming to us. Do you know what I mean? He's going to have to fight for his place. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure he knows that it's going to be a great experience for him to be a Championship player. He mentioned that in his interview, and also it's good to hear Bielik. You know, I don't know if you heard me, Neil. I thought Bielik had an amazing game with them diagonal long balls. He done a couple to Anderson and a couple to Samstead as well. And he also mentioned about being here next season. And he was one player I was a little bit. I really like Christian Bielik, and I want to keep him for next season. But he was a player I was thinking, I don't see where he fits unless we play that three at the back system. Do you know what I mean? And he fight and potentially that would be a formation where we play away from home, and then he'd have to fight. So he would more than likely start in that three at the back. But if we're playing this 4-2-3-1, he's really got to fight for his place next season. But what's your thoughts on that, guys?
I agree, mate. I agree with you, mate.
I'll tell you, there's a few things that I like about what you've just said there, Nick, and it reminded me of a couple of things. Is one, that when he came on and when he played, the ability of the guy, considering he's been out for a little while and he's had to watch from the sidelines. Two, that he stepped up and was a captain again the other night.
Yeah.
And the way you've just said, the way that he played the game, the way that he was striding those balls about and slicing their defence and finding a man on the wing. And the way he held the back line as well at times, like we say, Peterborough, no mugs, we were playing away. It was a tough game, a lot of pressure on. This is the team that we're going to be playing in the final, obviously, a week before, less than a week before it. And this is a team that you can imagine Barry Fry's probably gone in and had a word with them. Because, I mean, much as I love Bazza from what he did for the Blues, he's going to be a Peterborough fan on Sunday.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And I can't blame him for that. I mean, he's been there for 30 years now. He was with Blues for what? Less than 3 years, wasn't he? I think it's two years, 6-7 months or something like that. And although he has said that he loved his time and it was his best managerial time at the Blues, Fry really will be spurring Peterborough on. But going back to the point, no, Bielik has really showed his class. And yeah, we are going to need players like him next year. Even if he's not starting every match, he's going to be club captain, I think, still. Because I think he's really made a good job of that. I was a bit unsure at the start of the season. But with the way he's been on and off the pitch, and the way he got 90 minutes in as well, that was the other point I wanted to make. He got 90 minutes in. He hasn't played for, what, a couple of months now? Or he hasn't played a full game for a long time, has he? So I was chuffed to see him step up. Does anyone know what happened with Davis? Has he just been rested? Has he got a knock? Anything from there?
Yeah, he was rested as far as I know. Rested. Yeah, but he done his pre-match. Chris Davis and said he was just rested, basically. Along with others. I think you're right, Neil, and it was nice to see. I don't know if there was anything in it playing Bailey and playing Alfie May. For that game, because Bailey's club captain at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we definitely need players like that around next season.
Well, Nick, like when you was on about the clips and that with Blues and stuff like behind the scenes and that, and just going back to what you were saying as well, Neil, about Bielik. What I really like about him is how there's been a few clips this season how he talks to the players and like a rating for that,
Yeah.
Like, there was one where they was in the huddle and stuff like at the start, and like how he was talking to him, saying, "Come on, boys," and like getting them together and stuff and that. Like it, kind of like the Chris Davis was kind of rubbing off onto him to.
Yeah.
Like
it's been brilliant since, and although he hasn't played, he has still been present, hasn't he, in what's going on down there, which is always good.
Yeah.
And that's of most of the players, I think, this season. Although we don't know what's going on when there are injuries, we're the last to know, aren't we? And I suppose that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's sort of protecting the squad and the tactics that Davis wants to do. It's sort of a surprise element, isn't it, against the opposition? And I can't knock that, really.
Yeah. No, he's been and the thing with it as well. He was one of the first to sign a new contract when we got relegated. He was seeing that, and also as well, you have to think that, like, he's got championship experience as well. Like he got relegated last season. There's going to be a few players from last season what are going to know what the championship's going to be like. We've got players now in this squad what have never played championship football. So really important that we keep Bielik around.
But going back to the unity and that though, like about what you were saying then about the players that some of them haven't played in it, or how close this squad is, they're gonna be like obviously training together. They're gonna be talking a lot. They're gonna be preparing for it. They're gonna be saying, like, expect this, expect that. So yeah, I reckon it's gonna be a good season, mate.
Yeah, man. So I'll get the. In fact, we'll do it now, right? So let me just let me share this with you guys. See if there's anything you kind of disagree with, or you make any changes for Sunday. One sec.
Hang on, I'm gonna make my screen bigger there.
I was going to say, bear in mind, I'm using my phone.
Okay, I'll go through it then. So
Brilliant.
I think this is what I've put Leonard there, but it's not Leonard. So all stop in goal. Yeah. Ethan Laird starts for me right back. Christopher Clara, Ben Davis obviously comes back in. Cochrane left back. Pike and Iwata in the middle. We've then got Keisha Anderson out wide left. Yeah. Williamson. No, I did put Leonard right, guys. Then I thought, you know what? Because I wanted to see how Leonard would fare as a number 10. Because I was looking at his stats and he's quite high for key passes, and he's more for me. He's more of a forward-thinking player. You can see that he reads the game really well, basically. But I think Luke Harris has kind of, I don't want to say proved me wrong, but I think he's played really well lately, given his chance. Yeah, he's done really well, and I think Williamson. He's had his chance to kind of hold like his position in the team. I just think he's been quite poor recently. So in the 10th spot, I'll go Luke Harris. Kieran Dowell, I think's been again another great player for us, and kind of edging on for me now for let's get him signed. I don't know, maybe 6-7 weeks ago when he first came. He came in the January, didn't he? I wasn't that impressed with him, if I'm being honest. But he's kind of got match fit, and he's proving to be a really influential player for us at the moment. So Kieran Dowell out on the right And Jay, I know again I was really torn, guys, man, whether to start Alfie May. Do you know what I mean? But I think with Stansfield, listen. I think May get May reads the game a little bit better than Stansfield, and he's more of like a fox in the box. But Stansfield's so good at pressing and working so hard off the ball that I think he started.
May's like Dukey, isn't he? Like, he's a bit older than Stano. He's got the experience, like you say, he can read the game better. But Stano's work rate, mate.
This is going to be a different. This is going to be a different game of football altogether. This isn't like playing for for a draw or just trying to shut the shop, is it? Both teams have got to go out to win this game. It's a one-off game, and I think we can score from any of those positions, and we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Dow's got a few goals. Keish Anderson's got a few. Stano's got a few. Okay, it's been a bit dry the last few matches, but like his work rate's still there. I think if May comes on second half, we know he can score goals now off the bench. I think it'll frighten them to death. It's the opposite to how we started the other night. They won't know. I'm hoping, and I'm just being ultra positive, that they won't know what hits them on Sunday. Honestly, I think. And as for Harris, for 18 years old, my God, he's really come on leaps and bounds, hasn't he? I do think he's going to start with Willemsen though, and he has been quite. I think he's been playing with a knock or something because he's not been his usual self.
You went very well, was he, the other day? He went off.
Yeah, but he didn't have a great game the other night, did he? He looks like he's low on confidence, and I don't know. Yeah, because we know he's got it. I mean, some of the balls he's slotted through. He's had a good few assists, hasn't he? And he set some cracking goals. The way he can split the defence in half when they try and play men behind the ball. He was playing at Stano in and Alfie May in a couple of times early in the season. I want to see that again, and that's where he plays better as the 10. But yeah, Harris, Leonard, Dowell as number 10 even. There's so many options we've got now, and it's exciting to think, isn't it?
There's one good thing about this squad at the minute, right? They haven't played at Wembley yet, and it's a bigger pitch. Wait and see. Wait and see what happens. Honestly,
I was going to say about that.
And, like, you wait to these players like your Thors and stuff. Just see what happens, and I reckon it's going to be whoever plays at the end of the day. Davis is going to get them fired up on that anyway. It's going to be fantastic. So
yeah,
he's going to be up for it. Look how many Blue Noses are going. We've got 3/4 of the stadium, haven't we?
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, they've only sold 20,000.
Taking the piss a little bit, but we've got a fat lot of. I mean, when we was at Peterborough, Nick, what was we singing to the Borough fans there? I
can't remember how the song goes now.
Something about
having their tickets, weren't it?
I was wetting myself. I can't remember what song it was now.
Yeah. So in that 10 spot, Williamson or Luke Harris for you guys, or do you potentially move Dowell over into the 10? Because Emma Hansen's.
I'd agree.
Keep Anderson out on the left.
Yeah. He's made that his own this season now, hasn't he?
So for the 10, just quickly, Williamson or Dowell, guys. Williamson or Harris.
For me,
Harry.
I'm going to go Willemsen because I think he'll step up on the big occasion. He's an international player. He'll love the perfect pitch. Hopefully, it's a nice sunny day for him.
Yeah.
Because he might be a bit of a daft as it sounds coming from Iceland. He might be a bit of a fair weather lad, but I think it's his time to shine now.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Dale on the right for me, mate, and Thor in the middle.
Yeah.
But he's a tough one with Leonard as well, though, because he's a decent player as well, mate. They're all good players, aren't they?
He is.
He's sport for I think the only person who ain't scored this season's Allsop. They've all been
yet. He hasn't scored yet.
They've all been having a go, mate.
So, do you know what I'd like to say? I mean, I'd go for Harris to start over Williamson tomorrow, I would. Sunday, sorry. I'll go for Harris. I'll go for Harris, I would. And
Another
like I
one with
said,
goals in him
Stansford.
as well, isn't he, Nick?
Yeah. This is what I'm saying, and likes to run at a player. I think he's done really well last few games. And I'd like to see Leonard in. So we've got 6 games left, league games. Maybe we can experiment a little bit now. Maybe try Leonard in that 10 spot. I'd really like to see him in that 10. Was anything else you'd kind of like to see? I mean, does potentially Chris Davies start rotating now, and he's not that arsed about the points total and stuff? Do you think, Jay, or do you think he's going all out?
Nah, he's ambitious, mate. He's hungry. He likes the pressure, mate. He's up for it, mate. I'm telling you now, he ain't slowing down. He wants to, because look, now it's all on his record as well. Like, he wants to go all out, obviously. Like, he wants a good CV at the end of the day, And I'm not saying he's going to go anywhere, but I mean, like, we all have to do things in our own, like, working careers and that to try and make us the best to our ability. Like, if things do go so, like, at least you've got, But yeah, mate, he's going to go all out, mate. He's going to go for it. Like, and I reckon as well, because me and Woody was talking about it. It could be like some more records we could break. We could either break, I think it's Villa's 1970 or 8 season where they had the most wins in the third tier. If we win all our games, we could beat that record, the points record. That's the Wolves and the Reading one. Wolves is for the third tier amount of points, and Reading's for the whole of the Championship EFL points, isn't it? So like, we could beat that as well, and then obviously do the double as well. It could be. It could.
Yeah. It's like a treble, Jay, isn't it? It could be a treble. It could be the points record. Obviously, the trophy, and winning as champions. So let's call it a treble.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like Jay just mentioned. There's still a lot of records to be broken. What about you, Neil? Are we still going full steam ahead to the end of the season?
I think there's no other program in Davies' mind. I think that he will want the most that he can get out of this squad, and purely because if it's there, he's the type of guy that wants it. He's hungry for success, isn't he? And you can just see that in his mannerisms, the way he talks.
Yeah.
He doesn't back off, does he?
No.
Even when we've been sort of a goal up towards the end of games, we're still on the attack. We don't see that real defensive game so much unless teams really come after us.
And
I don't think it's in his locker at all to sort of be defensive and just play safe.
Yeah, but let's be realistic here, because what was we saying, Nick? Like, me and you, like, on the phone, and I think you were saying the same as well, Neil. But I can't remember if you went before we spoke about this, but we were saying that we're not too bothered about the points record. Obviously, like, it'd be nice to get, but like, we promoted now. That was the
want it now.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Jack. But
you know what I mean?
I think now we've done the promotion. Now you like Neil just said, you want to move on to the next thing. So the next thing is win the league. Then the points total. Obviously the cup on Sunday. Nice one, Brummy's owner. So Brummy's owner's gifted 2 people 1 month's membership to Chain Blues. I really appreciate that, mate. And thanks to the Godfather for the $4.99 super sticker. Have a fantastic weekend, all, and bring home the Cup Blues. Yeah, let's hope so. Emu, I can't see. God, I hate saying it, but I just can't see any other outcome than us coming back with a cup, guys. What about you, Jay? Is there any kind of doubt about Sunday?
No.
Neil?
There's no doubt. There's just that little bit of. I always have that little bit of sort of 1% of what ifs, and it's more of a safety netting for me, really. So I always sort of run it in the back of my mind anyway. But I would be absolutely gutted if it's anything other than a convincing win for us. I can just picture it's going to be a glorious day, and it's just going to be like I'm going to be hoarse and sore and bad head and everything after it, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
I've booked Monday off just in case.
Like it's football. Like anything can happen. But like obviously we Blues fans, like I said, we're not being arrogant. We're just passionate fans. Obviously, like we believe that we're going to win. So
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. I got a bit emotional as well, Emza. I was close to fucking shedding a tear, to be honest, after that game on Tuesday night. It was just great, man. Especially being the last I don't know 10, 11 years, and I've gone season after season. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it was just such a relief. I know it's only League One, but it was just because the thing is as well, guys. It's not just that we've got out of League One. It's everything else what's happening off the pitch as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of like this is the first step in the right direction of hopefully it's going to be a successful Premier League club, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you who's that guy off Talk Sport? Simon Jordan, was it? I saw a clip on him saying that he half expects Birmingham to go on and be in the Prem in the next 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah,
he can't see us not doing it, and when you get people like that who tend to go against the grain, people like him, don't they? And when you've got like the naysayers supporting you, that's always nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he's still sore over when we had Bruce off him at Crystal Palace. He don't like Bruce. I did watch that clip on YouTube on TalkSport, Neil, and I seen the headline and I clicked on it. I thought, let's hear what he's got to say. And I thought he'd say something quite different, but I think it's quite clear to the outsider now that Blues are going to be a force to be reckoned with, and that's not being big-headed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm far from
what we've got, isn't it? It's just who we are now. I mean, it's nice to be proud of the Blues again, because I'll never not be a Blues fan. But I tell you what, in years gone by, it's been bloody tough going to support them, hasn't it?
Yeah. I think my favourite for me, like all the criticism that we've had, like the abuse we've had getting relegated, all the pundits, and I mean, me with the piss taking comedy stuff, like proving them all wrong, and like Tom Wagner for me. I mean, there's 3 things I love about him. He's a businessman, like he's got loads of money, he can do what he wants. He'd prefer to sit with the Blues fans. I like how he's really open about stuff. I love it. It was an open Q&A, like in the open houses. I love how he openly said that he hates Aston Villa as well. I mean, that's a win-win for me. He's just like, I mean, credit to him as well. Like, it's just fantastic. And then the other one, like fuck them all. Like, what kind of owner says that? Like, it's just brilliant. Like the club, like at the minute with the ambition and the unity that they've got with Chris Davis, the players as well, like even the fans as well. There's no like divide and stuff now. It's like the way I see Blues now. I go to Blues, like the smiles everywhere, and like it's just fantastic. Like it's
Fucking, I mean, I seen it against Peterborough. Like, there was I don't know whether it was Chinese or Korean, a couple, only in probably the 20s, say, I don't know, mid-20s. And like the amount, I've mentioned this, but the amount of fans who haven't seen at games before, because people know who've been going now for the last 10 years, it's pretty much the same people. And the merchandise, everyone's buying the merchandise. You see it on a Saturday afternoon outside the Cop in that fan park. Man, it's just buzzing, really, isn't it, guys?
Yeah,
it feels fantastic down there, doesn't it? And the vibe that you get down there now, just that that feeling. And what they've done, the way they've made it attractive. I don't want to be negative. I'll just get it out of the way. The only problem with the Blues at the moment is just getting there, isn't it? It's so tough to get there. But once you're in, it feels the vibe is brilliant down there.
There's been a few like teething problems as well, though. Like, I mean, obviously when they've done that QR thing with the Rangers game, when they're first trolling it out and that, there's been a lot of stuff that they've improved, and you can tell, obviously, it's not worked straight away, but I mean, you've got to give credit to the whole of the project, even the catering side, even queuing up for a drink, it's so much better than it was.
Yeah.
The last few years, getting food. I mean, the food's banging as well. You can spend the fortune, really.
So Jay, and you, Neil, so I was talking about the OSC groups. I was talking to Paul about them actually on Saturday, and he's part of the Stourbridge OSC groups. And from an outsider, so I'm not in one of them OSC groups. Obviously, because only for one, I live literally 2 miles away from the ground. For two, I mean, these are just my personal reasons. I've got a group of friends that I go to the game with. There's kind of no need for me to join them. So, but I have seen the positive side of it of these OSC groups. So they was introduced, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe end of last season, start of this season. What's your take on these? Because we seen a right palaver, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago with the tickets, and then we've seen Twitter in full flow how it can be so vicious. I don't really want to get into the ins and outs of it, but so Jay, you went to an OSC group thing. Was it the Stourbridge one Wednesday?
Yeah, Stourbridge OSC. Yeah, it was good. I mean, I've never been to one before. It's just it's good for meeting blue noses that are around your area. That people that you don't know that are around by you that are Blues fans, and it's a gathering and just talking about where the club's going and history of Blues, arranging travel where you can go to games like this together and stuff. It was interesting. I've never been to one before, but Woody wanted to go, so yeah, we went and it was good. They put a nice spread on and stuff, and had a couple of beers and that, obviously.
Yeah,
it was good.
So
it was
a positive experience then, Jan. Is it something you'd recommend to? I mean, I see loads of positives to it. Like you said, organising coaches to away games, even to home games from certain areas. So that's good. Are you in one, Neil, at all?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this up actually, because it's nice that I can give you, if you're happy for me to, Nick, give a bit of a shout out to Craig Courtney, who, do you know Tilton Talk?
Yeah.
Off there. He runs the Solihull one, and Ben and me joined there the start of the season. And I just thought it was just an affiliation, to be honest with you. But the amount of things that you can get involved in. They have monthly meetings, and usually they'll have a gathering at a local bar. And the Solihull one is massive. It's and we're in our chat groups as well, so you can see what's going on. They put transport on for games. They can sort tickets out when you need them, if you can get them, if you're entitled to them.
Yeah.
But we have on these meetings that we have, they always have some really good guests, like ex-players. They've had devs down there. They've had Craig Gardner and Jeremy Dale down there on our most recent one, just chatting and telling us what's going on. Deli Adebola. Just every time we have something, and they've even had them on away match nights where they'll have it on the big screen, so you can have a drink and watch it with a load of others and cheer the team on. So they had transport also to the from Solihull when the traffic's been really bad. Unfortunately, this didn't last. But they put buses on. They arranged buses through the club, which was all included, and all this was for a tenner for the season. I've had a ground tour. We had a ground. One of the first things Ben and me did. We had the tour of the ground. Superb, that is. If you ever get the chance to do that, and that's something that the club were giving to the OSCs as well. To incite them to. So my recommendation is, if you're near yeah, look, whatever area you're in, if you're in
Mm.
Solihull, I'd really recommend this Solihull OSC. Get in touch with Craig Courtney. The links on the Blues OSC site. But yeah, there should be one that suits wherever you are. You know, there'll be one for you as well. And just to be part of, you don't need to join in on the stuff, but yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be privy to the information, the sort of things that you can get as well, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
have a look at it. I think I was quite surprised how much they did, and I'm
Mm.
glad I've got the opportunity to just shout it out really, because Craig works absolutely tirelessly on it. To be honest with you.
Yeah. No, that's really good to hear, because I suppose I'm just quite blasé about it, because I'm not involved with it, and look, for the reasons I mentioned. So that's a really
Yeah.
good insight into the OSC. So yeah, I mean, I kind of knew it was going to be a good thing in the end, because it's bringing everyone together, and it all from different areas and stuff like that.
Definitely, yeah, it really does, really does.
So that's so Jay, you seem bothered about this thing. I don't know. I'm banned from Jay's channel. Wouldn't let me pay to be a member from his own. So like, he said it's YouTube's end, mate. So it's nothing you've done, I don't think.
Right. Okay. I was going to say,
Nah.
I'd never be blocking the blue nose.
Seen you having a meltdown there.
Yeah, I was having a meltdown. Yeah. What?
No, yeah, probably his own sound. You wouldn't think. So yeah, man. Let's run through some comments, and then we'll finish off, guys. Cause on an early night tonight. We're
fresh, man. Getting psyched up for Sunday.
Yeah. There's over 111 people. 111 people watching, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already, please.
Like and subscribe. That's it.
Yeah.
He needs a pamper, man. Slick Nick, he's got to get ready, ain't you, son?
Slick Nick. No, that weren't me, Stu. I didn't have a cap on Tuesday, mate. I've got an icon cap. I think it's at the back of me there, but no, I wasn't wearing a cap on Tuesday. I was on the side, I was. You're right, Blue Nose. Have a good evening. All roll on Sunday. Just arrived working night duty. Okay, brother. Yeah, man. Roll on Sunday.
Chill out on the comments.
Chill out on the comments. Yeah, do chill out on the comments, because we're going to finish off.
You been tonight or what?
Nah, was you on? Was I on my own when I seen bin? I had to put fucking thingy Lee Harvey in the sin bin. Got a yellow card, man.
Yellow card.
He's saying no leaves. He was
what
just
did Lee Harvey do to go in the sin bin?
Oh, he's having a go at me. He was, mate.
Really?
What was it? Yeah. He's having a go at me for.
He winds him up.
Yeah. We have a bit of fucking. We bang heads now and again. Me and Lee. But he's been watching me from probably the first ever stream I done. So, right, I'm just going to scan through some comments. Get your score predictions in, guys. Actually, is anyone? I mean. Yeah, get your score predictions in. If you are worried, or you think maybe, I don't know, I can't. Who's going to bet against Blues? If you think Peterborough are going to do a number on us, let me know as well. 4-1 EMU games is going for. That's what you said as well, didn't it, Jane? Neil, have we had a score prediction from you? You said there'd be goals, didn't you?
Changes with every time the sun comes in and out, mate, to be honest with you. But the way I'm thinking now, I'm going to be really kind and give them another goal, but I'm going to say we're going to go one better than in midweek and score 3. So 3-1 Blues.
3-1 Blues. I'm going 3-2 Blues. Yeah, probably saying, man. PSG is probably that was probably the best I've seen a football team play. I mean, granted it's against Villa, and I'd like to have seen them up against a better quality team, but they was unreal. I don't know whether you guys watched the PSG game the other night. Okay, man.
Saw the second half.
There's 105 people watching. Blues are on the up. Nick said, "Chill out in the comments," but I want
5-3.
I want as many comments as possible. Sentence: "We'll be running round the."
Oh yeah, you're giving a topper, ain't you, Jack?
Quick.
The Godfather saying, I think the pitch will tire them out. Yeah, I was going to mention about them out, and our passing will destroy them. Now they're promoted, I think they will relax more. Yeah, because the pitch is going to be. The only thing I'm worried about the size of the pitch is it may um that it might be better for their wingers. Do you know what I mean? It's their wingers are a
you
little
think
bit.
of those diagonal passes for us though, Nick,
Mm,
and Allsop's ball out to the flanks as well. Give us a bit of room to run onto them.
very good point, mate. Very good point. Yeah, also to get an assist then on Sunday. 5-1 Blue Shadow
Yes.
saying 4. And Little Blue
Hello, Blue
saying
Shadow.
6-2. Yeah. 6-2 Little Blue saying. Yeah, there was Emu, man. So you're right, Jake, did Peterborough play a full strength 11 on Tuesday? I think pretty much. I think one or two of their defenders was missing. I think they're going to be missing on Sunday. I don't know if you know any more about that, Neil. Did you hear something along that?
I think
that line?
they just rested a couple, didn't they? Yeah, that but ended up on, as far as I'm aware. Can't
Yeah,
give you any names or anything, but it was just during play that the commentary sort of hinted at it, to be honest. So I think it was near enough a full strength for them, wasn't it? But just a few players that rested, but then brought them on to try and chase the game at the end.
yeah. I mean, I was expecting for him to rest one or two of their forward players, if I'm being honest. This has been real. Ems has put Neil looks younger. Has he had Botox? You do look younger tonight, Neil.
I've actually been on a bit of the last few months. I've been on a bit of a health kick. I've dropped a couple of stones, so that might be what it is.
Yeah.
He looks younger than Ben.
You do look younger for
Ben's
some
getting on
reason.
now.
So yeah, that must be the reason. Ben's
I was
getting
only 10 when I had Ben. He's
so
listening.
yeah,
Near
that's
him
a
up
good.
there.
That's a good point, Blue Shadow. They are the holders. They've played at Wembley a lot more times than us recently. So I think they was in the playoffs as well, weren't they? So
Yeah,
yeah,
they beat Wickham 2-1, didn't they, last year in this trophy?
45.
So it's our turn now.
Yeah. I was looking at the attendance last season. I think it was 43,000, 42,000 last season. So it's going to be.
Nick,
It's going to be. Yeah.
was that more then? Do you know, being Wickham that aren't heavily followed as well? Was that? Do you know what the figures, which way they went for the 40-odd thousand?
No, I don't, mate. I would have thought, like you said, maybe more Peterborough. Yeah. Steve. We mentioned that at the start of the. I don't know if he was on actually, Neil. Did you see Poku score his goal and what he done after?
I didn't see what he did after. What was that?
So the crack was he scored the goal, obviously equalised. He ran over to the Blues fans on the side, which was where I was. He was pretty much straight in front of me, but obviously I was a few rows back. And he turned his back to the Blues fans, went like that to obviously his name, and then went like that. So everyone's making out. I said, my pal said, yeah, it's quite telling, isn't it, really?
That is because did you see the interview with Barry Fry that the EFL whatever it's called did on YouTube, where he admitted they're a selling club and he'll always give players. It's not like they try and keep older players. So
No,
me adding that what you've just said and that together, that's very interesting, isn't it? Because
it
he is a
is, isn't
goal
it?
scorer, isn't he?
Yeah. And like you say, with Barry Fry, if he's going anywhere, because he's on a free transfer, come
Really?
August. Yeah, he's on a free transfer. There is some add-ons though, but I mean, there was talks of him going in the January for 6 million, was it?
Bloody
6
hell.
million, I'm sure. It was. I get him mixed up. I do. Poku and Kona of Wickham. It might have been Kona over 6 million to Luton, but there was talks of him going in the January, obviously because they could get money for him then. 4-1 Emu saying as well. No, we relaxed too. Wembley being a larger pitch, Peterborough won't get anywhere near us. Yeah. Maybe I'm just being a bit pessimistic, man.
Someone's just put on your on the chat there, Nick. Mitchell Luckman's put Gardner has spoke to him. So I wonder what they know about that. I wonder where that's from. Interesting. I love a bit of gossip.
Well, there's going to be plenty of that, mate, coming up.
Oh, God,
in the next few months. Do you know what I mean? Plenty of that. And I'm really excited. Really looking forward to this transfer market because I think we recruit to get straight out, go back to back either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's going to be a very nice season next year as well. I think it's going to be a battle, but I think that just looking ahead, I think it's going to be promising.
Yeah, man.
We've just got to enjoy it because it's only going to get. We just got to really, really enjoy it. And I like the journey as well, though. I mean, obviously it was bad getting relegated, but like looking back and stuff, the journey of getting to the promised land, the ultimate league. These are the times now where you want to, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Keep making those memories.
Yeah, it's that old saying, isn't it? It's a journey rather than the destination. I think that's definitely true. When it comes to football and getting into the Premier League, you speak to a lot of clubs what are bouncing up and down, and the fans always say, "I prefer to be up the top end of the Championship, challenging for promotion than getting relegated." Do you know what I mean? And I think when we do get there, because I do believe we will get there, it's so important that because we've seen it with Ipswich, and I thought it was a good model. Back to back, they've got into the Premier League. Their recruitment strategy was I thought decent because they was signing top end Championship players. Do you know what I mean? What had done well that season? They got promoted from other clubs. Fringe players from the Premier League teams, and look at it, man, it didn't work.
Yeah, they fell off, haven't they? Totally fell off.
So it has to be spot on. John Paul Taylor saying, as long as he can accept the 3-4 role, a bit like Kev Phillips did, we need 2 strikers in the summer. From me, that front 4 needs investment. We can't have too much sentiment in the summer, and I don't think we will. I don't think we'll see sentiment, John. I think like Chris Davis, it's going to have to be ruthless. Do you know what I mean? Like we say about May, and I do want to keep May around, but let's not keep him around just because he's a cheeky chappy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Steve said May has to stay with us in the Championship. He's a great player and loved by us all. But I agree, Steve, man. I think we give him a chance. But if there's players out there what want to sign for us at, a top end Championship, borderlining on Premier League quality, then we have to go in for him. Do you not agree, guys?
No, everybody's got views and opinions. This is what I really enjoy about all this stuff. Though, like everybody has a different input and stuff, and
I think he'll surprise us next year, though.
Yeah.
I think he'll relish it because there's no real pressure on Alfie, mate. For him, it's just like a dream, isn't it? In his first season, he's gone up. I dare say one season. I don't know what his contract was. 3 years, was it? Something like that. So let him just enjoy it. And like we say, see how he fares because you just don't know. There's going to be no real pressure on him. He's like a League One striker that's proved it there. Been top scorer in League One for a couple of seasons running. Come to Blues and done well considering he hasn't got in the team every week. No pressure on him for me. Just go out and enjoy his football.
The pressure's more on Stansfield, I think, now.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Nick. Absolutely. But I think even on his young shoulders, I think he can handle it, can't he? That way about him, and he's just going to grow into his role.
He's already played in the Championship, though, hasn't he? I mean, look at the goals he scored last in the Championship.
Yeah, in a relegation side.
Yeah. Despite, look at the players he's got around him now, and I think, when we were talking about it a few times on the podcast and that, it's going to be different next season because we're going to have a lot of teams playing the same way as us. So that's going to create a lot more chances, open chances for Stano. You'll probably find he'll score more goals next season. I
hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah. We've said, didn't we, guys? I think the Championship suits Stansfield more. He'll have more space. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, well, I expect a good season. I expect probably a better season than he's had.
He's young, he's hungry, and yeah, we just got to get behind him.
He looked like he filled out to me, you know. He looked quite big on Tuesday. Don't know if he's been in the gym or something. And Pike looked like he's beefed out, which is a good thing, man. Nice one, Calv. Yes, boys, we have a lot of fun and watching you purr with the tech problems over the season and the other videos too. Nice one, Calv. Nice one for watching, man. Keep your eye on Harry Darling. Yeah, he's free transfer as well to play centre back. Yeah, potentially. I mean, we was rumoured a few seasons ago, weren't we, John, about Harry Darling coming in. I think he's a left footer as well. And just quickly on Ben Davies, I watched the Rangers podcast today, guys, and they really don't rate him. So I can't see him going back, left-footed centre back, rare to come by. I know you two really like him as well. I know the listeners really like Ben Davies. Do you think that gets done, guys?
I think we sign him permanent. That's like a new signing for me for next year. Honestly,
all the players that are coming out back on loan and stuff, like, what would you do with them? And there was a comment in about Dion Sanderson and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, what do you reckon, Neil? Dion Sanderson, for me, he goes, man.
Yeah,
I think he'll move on. I think he just went. It was more on a personal level for him because when he's had a good game, hasn't he? And he could spray those balls about a bit nicely as well, put a good challenge in. But he's just not quite what the level is that we're at now. It's daft, isn't it? Because he's playing in the Championship and we're in League One at this moment. But I don't think he'd get in our team. He would not get in our team. He wouldn't get on the bench.
No chance.
So I wish him the best of luck. But we are on to like a different. I'm going to say it nicely, a different direction.
Yeah, but he's in my intro on my YouTube thing. Like, he's as a person, really nice
lad. Guy. Yeah, I've met him a couple of times outside the ground. He's a nice guy, but it's like you say, you've got to be ruthless, like Nick said. As nice as these people are, we've got to be like, move on. Sounds cruel.
Although, isn't it? You have to be. So our managers, if they're not performing, they're gone, aren't they? It's just the nature of. It's the nature of the beast, unfortunately.
Consistency, man. Consistency is key. Because I remember Sanderson under John Eustace, he was performing brilliantly week in, week out. Everyone loved him. We obviously changed manager, and then his weaknesses in his game just showed, man. Do you know what I mean? Too slow, weren't reading the game properly. Nice one in your games. Gifted someone else a month's membership. Thanks ever so much, brother. Let me know who the memberships are gone to tonight, guys. Sorry, Neil.
No, I was just going to say Sanderson will probably end up at Derby, won't he, with Eustace again, I would imagine, in the close season.
That's a good shout, mate. That's a good shout.
I could probably see that happening, and because that's the only reason he went to Blackburn, really, and he must have been proper peed off when Eustace went to Derby.
No, yeah.
Literally weeks after.
What was that comment then, Nick? Blues Brothers?
Carl saying Blues Brothers forever, Blue, Nick and Joe, and we have more to come. Yeah, looking forward to next season and doing content. And if you haven't already, guys, if you haven't subscribed to Neil's channel, Neil and Ben's channel, BlueTube, do me a favour and jump over and subscribe to that. And Jay's channel as well, The Boy in Blue. Fucking nearly forgotten the name of your channel then, Jay. The Boy in Blue. I know, great content. We do phone-ins as well. Neil or Ben or both of them come on. So it's going to be massive next season. Me personally, I'm going to try and get some guests from other. For instance, say we're playing Leeds, because I used to do it a couple of years ago in the Championship. So I'll do like a pre-match with a Leeds content creator. That's something I'm going to try and do next season. Clara, it'd be nice for Clara to get one, wouldn't it? What do you reckon, Jay? Clara to score, man, on Sunday.
Yeah.
For the Sadie fan club. Fucking hell. Let's see what Stu's got. Stu's saying I'd give May a shot. He deserves it. He could play a vital role moving forward. Can't rip the heart out of this team, but some will move on and some more quality coming. I feel, yeah, definitely. Hanson, let's talk about Hanson. Get out in the comments, guys, because we're going to finish off in a minute. Sorry. What do you reckon about Hanson?
He's a good player, but he's just injury prone, isn't he? He can't go a couple of games without getting a knock, and that's really sad because. But you know what? If you've got a fit Keisha and a fit Hanson, you know who you're starting, don't you?
Yeah. Place for me.
Yeah. I mean,
playing that spot anyway, regardless.
Yeah, like when Hanson come back from his injury, I was really impressed with him. I thought, he was driving at the defence, and I thought this looks a different Hanson than the one that started the season. Bear in mind, he started the season. He was obviously getting grips with the English game and stuff like that. So I was impressed with him when he came back. And then, like you say, like Neil said, he injured again in your life. Sometimes I ain't got time for them players what keep getting injured, but week in, week out. But yeah, definitely. I mean, if Hanson was fit, you could potentially play Hanson on the left and move Anderson over to the right. Do you know what I mean? And have Dowell in the middle. I think that would be dangerous, man. Yeah. Dowell in the 10's not even close. Keisha and Stano either side, and Alfie up front. His movement is better than Stano's. Allows Jay to get more on the ball. That's a shout, actually. Would Neil, would you potentially start Stansfield on the left, May up top, and then put Keisha Anderson out on the right and Dowell in the 10?
Stano's a striker, mate, for me.
Because I'll tell you for what.
It's still good, isn't it? He still get to know. Do you know what? Anything's possible with any of that forward line. Anything's possible, isn't it? Because, like we said earlier, we've got goals pretty much all over our team now, haven't we? From midfield, from the wings, from the lads in the centre. I'm just waiting for Clara to get that. Like we was touching on, he's due a goal, isn't he? The amount of times he's won that header at the back post, but been poleaxed off, and we don't get anything for it. I've been watching out for them a few times. One of these games, he's going to knock one in. But yeah, Stano can play on the left wing. He can start in the centre. Bring May on, start May. We honestly, I'm not overly fussed about that. I just think, especially for Sunday, I just think that we're going to see some of our guys turn it on a bit. We just got to. I've got faith in Davis in keeping them calm and collected, but I think they're going to unleash. That's my hope, that we're going to unleash a bit on Sunday. I think. You've heard it here first.
Yeah. Bielik was classed at Peterborough. Yeah, man, he played. What did you think of Bielik, Jay? I thought he played amazing on Tuesday. Like he'd never been out, like Neil said.
John's comments funny. If you saw it.
Yeah, he does come across well in the interview. If you haven't seen it, guys, or anyone that's watching, Clara done the pre-match for Sunday's game. Comes across really well. Sad to say, not slating Stano. I just think we need to see more of him in the Championship. Not all men behind the ball, and he will find his space and goals. Yeah, much more space in the Championship. So I mean, we've all said we see the best of Stansfield next season.
Star that one a set, Nick.
Which one?
Whichever one you're on now.
Star it.
Yeah. Because the funny comment on here. Yeah, look at this one.
Are you guys worried Peacock Farrell will drop the trophy? Yeah, man. I mean, just talking about about goalkeeping situation. Is there anyone what springs to mind off the top of your head? Someone mentioned in the chat earlier on, I can't think it was, Sam Tickle. I can't think who he plays for now, but a really good goalkeeper, good with his feet. We definitely need to bring someone in, don't we, guys? Do you not think?
I think if we bring someone in there, they'll be the number 2 for me. Because
Oh
even
yeah,
last year in the Championship, Allsop was the top keeper, wasn't he, on all the stats?
yeah.
And that's why we were surprised to get him, and even more surprised that we didn't play him at the start of the season, to be fair. But yeah, and I think he'll do it in the Championship again, because he was with, was it Hull? Was it
Hull,
Hull he
yeah.
was with that we had him? And he was like, if not the top on the stats, he was one or two on the stats for the best keeper last season in the Championship. So I just think that we bring a decent number 2 in if we have to,
Yeah.
depending on what direction we go in with Peacock Farrell, who I do feel a bit sorry for, because before he came to Blues, he was a renowned keeper as well, wasn't he? To be honest, in his own right.
I mean, in terms of like the goalkeeping situation, like I agree. You bring someone inside, like you bring someone into challenge. For me, you bring someone in to challenge Ryan also. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Want someone what's just as good. Maybe we have to go abroad, for a goalkeeper. But I want like Peacock Farrell just can't challenge Ryan Allsop at the moment. There's just the worlds apart, So I think we go fairly big in the goalkeeping situation, and then you fight it out like the pair of them did at the start of the season. For me anyway.
Nick, that one about TGH there, we haven't not while I've been on, we haven't talked about him, have we?
No,
Because
we ain't.
again, what a player he's turning out to be, Mr. Utility Man, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then scoring
Yeah.
important goals like that. Who expected him to take that shot the other night?
I know.
The
Yeah.
keeper didn't, did he? And he put it away, didn't? Oh, super! The match winner.
This is what I'm saying. Like we're not even talking about some of this squad is stacked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about TGH and like you said, Mr. so versatile.
Yeah.
Another great signing, man.
Absolutely, he's top notch.
Right, I'm just going to scan through, guys. If I do miss your comments out, I do apologise.
Who's Lee on about? Is this Williamson, Lee?
Championship. Yeah, I don't like Williamson. Lee, don't. So many broke records. Don't forget we're in for a shock. I know. Yeah. Well, to be fair, like it's one of them with Williamson. Do you know what I mean? We're just gonna have to see how he gets on. But I don't know, man. I don't know about it. It's like a different player, isn't it, guys?
I think sometimes that we've got to leave some of the things just for Davis, because we see him like for 90 minutes a game, and Davis is obviously seeing him build up. He knows exactly what his strengths are. I'd like to think that he'll work on his heading ability during the close season, though.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. His heading's atrocious for a big guy,
Isn't it?
Could have got himself a couple of goals. Nice one, Steve Clark. So we're running around the ball ring with the cup.
Go on.
And thanks for the super thanks as well, brother. Really appreciate it. I'm shocked it's been so easy. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's rights to comments still.
Chill out, guys. Chill out.
I'm free for the rest of the night.
Where is he, Richie Al? Richie Al says we're winning. We're winning when we're winning. Yeah.
Chill out with the comments, guys. Otherwise, Nick's gonna have to start brushing his hair.
Have a great weekend. All right, Falcon. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Nice
Key right on. Let's bring it home.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, take care, Lee.
What's your routine then, Nick? Like for tomorrow, then? Like you're going down tomorrow?
Yeah. So we're travelling down tomorrow. We're leaving Birmingham at 2:00.
Right.
So we'll get to London. Probably get to the accommodation. I would imagine by 4. Not really sure what we're going to do on Saturday night. We'll just have a chilled one. I'm not going mad. I want to be waking up pretty fresh, What are you doing, Jay? Are you travelling down on the Sunday? Thanks,
No.
Emu Games. 1 second, Jay. Nice one, Emu Games. So Emu Games has gifted someone else a month's membership. Really appreciate it, mate. Top man. The Godfather. Go on then, brother. What, are you getting down now?
Travelling down with my dad.
Oh, your old man going, yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Making memories, Jay.
Making memories, son.
Yeah. Are you sitting by your dad and that?
Nah. I'm only going down with him.
Okay. Okay. Nice one, Graham Green. Really appreciate the super sticker, mate. $4.99 super thanks. Nice one, Graham. Yeah, so the Mansfield game. What's everyone's thoughts? Because Thingy was going on about the Mansfield game. So the Blues have done a thing, obviously, because it's the last home game. Just your thoughts on this. So, you have to have been to X amount of games this season at home. What's your thoughts on that, Neil, for the Mansfield game? Because I think it might have been Emza was saying he couldn't get his. I mean, whatever you do, it's not going to please everyone, is it? But so the crack is you have to have booking history to get a ticket for the last home game. What's your thoughts on that, Neil?
Why change it for the last game? I mean, I can understand why they've done it, but why change it just for the last game?
It's quite true, actually. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it should be first come first serve, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I can understand it. Yeah, a bit 50-50 on that one, I suppose.
Yeah. Jerry saying, guys, do you think we will sell more season tickets next season, more than this season, Jay?
Sorry, I was just reading an article then, sorry.
So Jerry's saying, do you think we'll sell more season tickets? I don't know whether we're up to our capacity of selling season tickets.
I think we sold about 80. Was it 18,000 that we sold, or did it get updated after that?
Well, the thing is, you can only sell a percentage of your capacity.
Yeah.
We was having this conversation last week. Actually, do you think we see a big increase on the prices next season for
Yeah, that's the fear. How much it's going to be, isn't it?
Nah, I don't think you will.
Do you
I think
reckon?
it'll go up, obviously, but look, I don't think it'll be like massive amounts. It might be like I don't know.
Well,
do you reckon 5 or 10%?
Just tell him that. Just hint at that, won't you?
You're talking per ticket or like the season ticket itself?
No, the season ticket itself. I think it goes up 5 or 10%. I think.
Yeah.
Which ain't too bad. If it's 5%, it's not too bad, is it?
Do you know what though? I mean, I know it's tough to get hold of the money sometimes, but at the same time, look at what they've done down there. Look at the money that's spent, and they're not making anything out of us at all at the minute, are they? It's just all going out. So much as it's tough for us.
I don't need to though, because of all the revenue that we generating and stuff though as well, Neil, and also as well the money that we're spending on games, like beer, food, drinks in general, like all to the club anyway. So I don't think they're gonna up the tickets and the season tickets too much in that respect, because they can earn money like other ways.
Yeah, but it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Obviously it is, but like at the end of the day, like he knows that Birmingham's a working class football club. True. He doesn't want to do a Man City and like a. Do you know what I mean? It's a working class football club, mate. There's people that are fortunate to be in a position where they can afford more things than others, and there's people that aren't fortunate, just unfortunate to only go to a couple of games or so, just because they can't afford it, and he knows this. So I don't think it's going to be like too drastic.
Nah, I mean, like I say, for me, it's the nature of the beast. It will go up, and even more so when we go in the Premier League. I think what you're saying really is quite valid, Jay. But you see it with pretty much every club. That they'll always go up. Let's just hope they don't and I can't see them doing it where we've got like rates and rates of people moaning about the increase.
I just think that Tom Wagner gets the club, like he understands the fans and stuff. Like he does a lot of interactions and stuff. And at the end of the day, like he's a businessman, and I'm pretty sure he can source money from other angles, to get money into the club. We've got this documentary coming in. Look how much money that's going to bring into the club.
Yeah.
200 countries it's going to be aired in. Oh, man, that's massive.
Yeah, really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So there's other revenues we can generate money, and the hospitality side of things. We're all spending money at the ground when we're there. On drinks, food. It all goes back to the club. So there's other ways that I'm pretty sure he's mentioned that in the open house as well, about like ticket prices and stuff. Definitely one of the open houses about the ticket prices and how we can generate money through like other revenues and stuff, avenues, and so yeah.
Yeah, probably saying about the compensation for Poku. So because he's under 24, that would be because he's a free transfer, like I mentioned earlier, guys. So yeah, man. I mean, there's fucking still rakes and rakes of comments. Morgan Whittaker's not a bad shout, Great player. Yeah. I mean, they should have cashed in with Plymouth. Should have cashed in. The end of the last season, really. Got some dough for him, but that's a good shout. I like Morgan Whittaker. Nice one, Dunk. Love the channel and everyone on it. John saying, no, there's nobody to fear in the Championship. Look at... Yeah, this is what I've saying. There isn't really no one to fear in this Championship, man. Bristol City, Borough, Baggies, we can have a real good go with investment. Spot on, mate.
Is so true. That is, apart from the the few that are hovering around the top of the Championship that look
true.
quite lethal on the day. We've got no one to fear up there, have we? Especially if we start, tickling a few extra players in ready for it next season.
Is that your Uber Eats, Nick?
No, it's crazy pants. Crazy pants, that is.
Are we ordering tonight or what? Or are you cooking? What's going on?
No, I'll be cooking, I think.
Because I'm usually hungry at this point.
Where's the Monster Munch?
Where's the crisp, son?
I know, yeah, it's 9 o'clock, man. 1 second. I don't know what she's doing. So, yeah.
Yeah, Emu saying get Mo on the stream.
Mohammed.
Yeah, man. Get him on.
What's happened to my phone, man? The phone just packed. Okay, let's have a ganders, man. Before you go, Stu saying, thanks for doing all your podcasts and vlogs. Thanks to all those who tune into the different channels. I hope everyone enjoys. Nice one, Stu.
Yeah, nice one, Stu.
Yep. What the fuck?
That, Stu, mate, means a lot, mate.
Yeah, nice one, Stu. Really appreciate it, man.
Thanks, mate. Means a lot, mate.
Yeah.
You're calling.
He's Mohammed.
Mohammed will be round dropping an Ubers off in a bit.
Yeah, man. Needs a pizza. Nick, mate, after this season, mate, I made some memories, mate. Do you remember when we first met, at Shrewsbury pre-season?
Yeah, pre-season, weren't it?
Mate, we've had some laughs, mate, this season now.
Yeah, man.
Some laughs.
Fucking hell. Right. Okay. What's Lee say? Only one player will get rid of. Williamson, very poor. Is any players? Is there any players you definitely get back? Get rid of, guys.
I don't think you mentioned about the loanees that we've got out at the moment. So I'm not too bothered about any of them coming back. To be honest. Apart from Yukiyama on the left, I want to see if we can do something with him.
Yukiyama, yeah, a lot of people like Yukiyama.
I don't know whether I don't know what the prospect is for him. I'd love to think that we could work with him because I thought he was so exciting. He was raw talent.
See, I like that.
Still young.
I do like Yokoyama, but like, at the end of the day, I put all my trust and faith into Davies, and if you don't rate him or
this is it, isn't it?
For whatever reason, like he's got my backing, mate. So like he obviously, don't forget, we only see him there like Saturdays. He's with them week in, week out, like behind closed. We don't see what they're doing in the training sessions and stuff. So, at the end of the day, the way I see it is that Chris Davies has got my full backing, and if he doesn't rate him for whatever reason, then I'm just going to go along with it. Like, but from what I have seen on a Saturday, like I do think he's a good player, but it's all down to the gaffer at the end of the day what he wants to do with himself.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, well, I think we go big on the wings anyway. Clara player of the season.
Davies is now mug. He spent half of his season half of his career coaching.
Yeah.
And he's still,
I think we've got an absolute gem. I do. I think Davies, just on this season alone, just the way he presents himself, the way he knows what he wants, is lethal. And I think that he's destined for greatness as a manager.
Davies for me has been our best signing, and I think we need to extend it soon.
Yeah.
Well, Sharp, sign him up, do a stand out 7 years.
I think if we get off to a good start, I think we will offer him an extended contract, maybe with better money or something. That tends to be the crack. I know Ipswich done a very similar thing. Because Man United came in for Kieran McKenna after 10 games. When Ipswich were in the Championship.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Rates the comments. There is choose, man. There's absolutely rates. I'm having to skip over loads, man. Yeah, it was it's crazy, Nicholas. I didn't know I'd missed a message out. She sent me a message at 4 and I haven't seen it, so I left her on red. Do you know what I mean? On WhatsApp, so she'd go nuts. And for some reason, I couldn't answer the phone. She'd be going ballistic. She will. She will, man. So 4 new signings. Dunk saying we're still in the Championship. Take it by the balls and FAI.
Yeah, sounds good. So, well, we've got one coming. Is that including Newman or 4 extra ones apart from him?
I think Newman and 4 others I do. At least 4 or 5, I reckon. Panasonic Nick, having sex. And to be honest, I've done all right tonight. Probably the last few streams, the camera's been flicking off, innit, Joe?
Yeah. What's been happening there, son?
I don't know. It's the do you know that fucking thing, that USB thing I got to put all the other USB slots in, the extension thing? I think that's a bit loose. Okay. But what's the name thing? He's got me a new computer, man. The Godfather. So I'll be wheeling that. A nice one for that, Emu, man. So I'll be wheeling that out for the start of the season, hopefully.
Go on,
man.
Quality,
right then, wicked.
But we're a nice community as well. There's been a lot of Blue Noses helping one another as well, though. Doing this, Nick, it's been fantastic. Every donation, super sticker, subscription to all of us, comments, the phonings as well, plucking up the courage to ring in. It takes us a lot of courage to do this as well, because we're not always right, are we? It's only opinions and stuff, but I still get nervous doing things like this and that, and on the phonings and that, it's brilliant. Long may it continue and up the Blues.
Yeah, nice one, Joe. Yeah, it's been really good, man. Really good to meet you, like you mentioned at the start of the season. Do some bits and bobs with you, Neil. Really enjoy having you on. And it's the first time you've been on this channel, so maybe
it is. Yeah,
good to get you on and stuff like that.
Mate. Absolutely love it. Anytime.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be great. So, listen, guys, thanks ever so much. So, just quickly finish. Remind everyone of our predictions. So, I'm going Blues 3, Peterborough 2. Jay, you're going
Leeberg special, mate.
Leeberg special 4-1. And Neil, you're going
3-1 for me.
3-1. So we're all going for goals. Listen, man, I think we do it. So, yeah, buzzing. Been a great season. Still 6 games left, so still records to be broken. Let's hope we all have a good... I hope everyone has a great weekend wherever you're watching it from, man. Do you know what I mean? Whether you're watching it at home, you're going out to the pub. I know they're doing a thing for people that are in Birmingham. If you fancy, there's Hennessy's have got the big screens out in Digbeth, so that could be an option. It's going to be nice weather. If you're not making your way down to London, so yeah, we've got the Box Park as well, ain't we?
Yeah.
The Box Park in Wembley.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Superb.
Yeah, nice one, Emu. Thanks ever so much. Thanks for everyone what's liked, commented, shared, donated. Really appreciate it, man. And I personally will be doing something. Well, we're back in action, ain't we, guys? On when we're back in action, is it Thursday? Does anyone know?
Is it Good Friday?
Friday, that's it, Neil.
Good
Yeah.
Friday, isn't it? Yeah.
Crawley at home, innit?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
so I'll be doing something.
Kickoff as well, shouldn't it?
3 o'clock, yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait.
I'll be doing my instant match reactions. Neil, have you got anything in the pipeline coming up soon on BlueTube?
Well, we put out there on our last one whether because of how hard it is to try and vlog the whole game, and I really didn't want to vlog the Wembley game. I'm just going to get some of the atmosphere, and then me and Ben are going to do a chat about the game after and record that, put that out, and then that's the way forward that we're going. I think.
Good, nice one, brother. Jay, what's the crack with your channel, mate? What, you doing anything for Wembley?
But yeah, I'll be doing the match. Vlog. I want to try and get out of blue houses. The Magic Mike's coming with me. That's part of the channel now. Like he's tucked in at the minute. He's past his bedtime. You met the Mike as well, didn't you, Nick? The other
did meet the Mike. Big old chat.
I'm yet to meet that Mike yet.
Everyone loves the Mike. Mate, it's so funny though when I get it out. Like, mate, I'm fucking pissing myself laughing. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's just when people look at it, like, because they don't know what to do.
Yeah. That's great, man. I really enjoy it.
Has anyone took a bite out of it yet?
Nick made me laugh because I got him on the mic, but like the sun was in our eyes. He was like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing some documentaries and stuff as well. Like, I'd love might start doing a bit of research and that, and start doing some Blues like history stuff. Still gonna be doing the phone-ins like every match as always. And same again, if you lads want to join, you're more than welcome to. And the mental health as well. Now I've partnered up with a proper therapist as well now. So like when I do the monthly mental health phone-ins, you'll be talking to a therapist now, like someone who can give
that is super.
Give you the information and the proper like professional help. So that's going to be brilliant. Like, so I can't wait for that. And the first one is next month. That's when it starts. Like, so yeah, that's a massive one for me. That is.
That's really good, Jay, man. That's amazing stuff. That is. That's amazing stuff. Listen, guys, thanks ever so much for taking your time out and coming on. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, hopefully see everyone next week and keep right on.
Keep right on. Shit on the bill.
Be safe.